As educators, we went into education to make a difference for our students. But there's another important group of people that has a huge impact on education each and every day. Our elected officials, from school board to governor, affect almost everything about our school day. Things like class size, curriculum, pay and benefits, and more. That's why WE-PAC is so important for education in Washington. WE-PAC is how WEA members like us make recommendations and elect pro-public education, pro-labor candidates in statewide, legislative, and local elections, regardless of party affiliation. We make decisions about which candidates to support based on their answers in face-to-face interviews and a comprehensive questionnaire that asks them the kinds of tough questions you'd ask them if you had the chance. And with the vital support of members like you, the candidates we elected have accomplished a whole lot for public education. Like higher salaries, additional resources to help with student mental health, increased access to free school meals, and the protection and expansion of bargaining rights. And many of the things that you bargain for locally are direct results of laws passed by the legislature. None of this would have happened without your contributions to WE-PAC. Because when you join WE-PAC, your contributions are used to help support pro-education, pro-labor candidates. Once elected, these candidates become elected officials who help craft and support pro-education, pro-labor legislation, the policies and funding that affect our schools. This creates the framework for negotiations with your school board and enables your local union to effectively bargain for higher salaries, better benefits, and better working conditions. Because of this cycle and your support of WE-PAC, we are able to directly impact education policy in our state. That's why WE-PAC is so important to the fabric of our union. A strong union, and equally important, a strong PAC, is how you have a voice in the policies that affect your profession. How big an impact can you and WE-PAC have? Just look at our 2017 support for Munka-Dingra. At the time, we were just one vote short of fully funding schools under the McCleary ruling, where the Supreme Court found the legislature was systematically underfunding education. After we endorsed Munka-Dingra, over 600 members doorbelled in her district, knocking on tens of thousands of doors. That's in addition to all the voters we were able to contact thanks to your WE-PAC contributions. As a result of our efforts, Munka won, breaking years of gridlock and giving the Senate the pro-education majority it needed so the legislature could finally pass $8 billion in new education funding, including $2 billion for salaries. And that's just one example of the huge impact you can have through your contribution to WE-PAC. Together, since 2016, we've elected 6 WEA members to the legislature, elected a majority of pro-labor, pro-education legislators, and elected the most diverse legislature in state history, helping to ensure our elected officials are representative of the communities they serve. We've also worked together to elect pro-education school board candidates all over Washington. But electing WE-PAC-supported candidates isn't just about passing good policy. It also helps us defeat bad policies, too. Having educator voices on school boards is critically important to help us fight off the attacks we've seen in recent years, from restricting how we teach history to book bans and other threats to a quality education for our students. WE-PAC champions are vital in the fight against the wealthy interests that push voucher schemes and oppose public schools. Although we've been able to accomplish a lot of great things, we know there is still more work left to be done. We are working toward a future where we have full education funding, a living wage for all educators, and necessary policy changes to address the everyday challenges educators face. Together, we can ensure a better future for our students and strengthen education in Washington. Join WE-PAC or increase your monthly contribution today to help us achieve this vision.